Good morning, students. Welcome to your geography class. I hope all of you are well. As you know, we are continuing the fourth chapter, agriculture. In previous class, we discussed about the types of farming. Today, we will discuss about the cropping pattern. Okay. Now, what is cropping pattern? Now, as you know, in India, we are having diversity of climatic condition. Mainly, we have three seasons like summer, monsoon, and winter. Okay. Now, depending upon these three seasons as well as their climatic conditions, we are having varieties of crops, food crops as well as non-food crops produced in India. So, in different parts of India, we practice different cropping pattern according to the region and of course according to their climatic condition. On the basis of cropping seasons, we have three types of cropping pattern in India. As you can see, it is Ravi, Kharif and Zaid. Each one of these cropping pattern is related with a season, like Ravi crops related with winter season, Kharif crop related with monsoon season, and Zaid crop is related with summer season. So depending upon the season as well as on their climatic condition, we have these three main cropping pattern in India. Now we will discuss each one of their features. Now first, if you see, we have Rabi crops. Okay, now Rabi crops are shown in winter from October and to December and harvested in summer from April to June month. Okay, this is the time period for Rabi crops. Right, Rabi crops basically shown in winter as it is related with winter season from October to December month. As we all know, October month is a time when monsoon is retreating from the country. So from October to December, which is the time period when we shown Rabi crops, and harvesting time period is summer from April to June, before exactly the monsoon enters India. Okay, so Rabi crop started when monsoon is retreating from India, and it finished when monsoon is started entering in India. Okay, so some of the important Rabi crops that we produce in India is basically wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard. These are some important Rabi crops that we produce in India. As you can see, wheat, barley, peas, gram and mustard. Okay, so these are the examples of Rabi crops basically. Now, in which states we are having these Rabi crops specifically? Now, in the states of north and northwestern part. Okay, basically we have Rabi crops in north and northwestern states of India, like Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttaranchal and Uttar Pradesh. So these are some important states of India where we have the Rabi crops. It is Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttaranchal and of course Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so in these states, production of wheat and other Rabi crops are available. Now, what are the basic features of Rabi crops? Now, availability of precipitation during winter months. As we know, October month is the time when monsoon is retreating from India, right? So, automatically in India during winter season we don't have any kind of precipitation in January. But specifically in north and northwestern states of India, we have the availability of precipitation. Why? Due to western cyclonic disturbance. As monsoon is retreating from our country, so again we have the low pressure zone, right? So what that time the jet stream from the western part started entering India, and when jet stream will start entering India during this time when monsoon is retreating from our country, due to that jet stream we are going to have some cyclone disturbance in north and northwestern states specifically. So due to western temporary cyclone disturbance in north and northwestern states of India, we are having precipitation, which is very much helpful for the production of rabi crops. Okay, now not only the natural reasons, as well as we know green revolution started in India first in Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, these are the main states where green revolution first started, and they are having a huge success on this. So Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and parts of Rajasthan also been an important factor in the growth of above mentioned rabi crops. Okay, because first rabi crops launched in these states, and of course they're having a huge success from green revolution. So in these states we have a huge production of rabi crops. So we have seen some natural features of rabi crops basically. Now we'll discuss about the features of kharif crops. The kharif crops are basically grown in onset of monsoon. As monsoon started entering India, we also started producing kharif crops basically. So with the onset of monsoon in different parts of the country and monsoon kharif crops started shown, their harvesting time is September to October. So June, July, this is June, July, August. This is time period when monsoon started entering India. Okay, and covered the whole country. And retreating time of monsoon is like within September to October. So within this time period, we have the Kharif crop, basically from June to October month. Okay, so shown time of Kharif crops are basically June, July, August, these months, and their harvesting times are basically September, October. Okay, now what are the important crops grown during this season, Kharif crop season? Now these are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, soybean, etc. So you have seen there is so many kharif crops we produce in India during this kharif crop season or during this monsoon season. Okay, now out of all these crops, paddy or rice is the most important food crops that we produce. Like in rabi crops, wheat is the most important one. Same way in kharif crops, rice is the most important one. So most important rice growing states of India is Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. So these are the states of India where we are having the production of kharif crops. Assam, West Bengal, coastal regions of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. Okay, so these are the main states where we are having the production of kharif crops. Now, paddy has also become an important crops of Punjab and Haryana as well. After the success of Green Revolution, this rice is also becoming an important crop in Punjab and Haryana. Okay, so the states like Assam, West Bengal, Odisha, in there are, as we know, rice is a staple food crop in the eastern part of India, right? 365 days we are using rice, but all type of rice we can't produce at the same time, right? So basically in India we are having three types of paddy or rice grown. These are Aush, Aman and Boro, and these rice basically we have in Assam, West Bengal and Odisha. In Assam, West Bengal and Odisha, in these states we are having a huge production of rice. Basically three types of rice we are producing in India. It is Aush, Aman and Boro in different region, of course. In different seasons we are having these three different types of rice produced. Okay. Now next and the last one, we have Z cropping pattern or Z crop season. Now what is this? Now, in between the Rabi and Kharif season, there is a short season during the summer. Okay, in between winter and of course monsoon, we have a very short time period for some kind of crop. It is known as Z crop season. So some of the crops produced in during these Z crop seasons are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber. Then we have some kind of vegetables and fooder crops. Okay, so these are some common crops or vegetables produced during Zaid season. As you know, Zaid season means summer, huge temperature as well as very low rainfall we have. So in this time we are not having a huge production. Okay, basically in during this period we are producing watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, and some kind of vegetables. Okay, so we have seen now basically we have three type of cropping pattern in India. It is Ravi, Kharif, and Zaid. All these three cropping patterns are related with different seasons of India. Okay. Now we will discuss about the major crops. Okay. We'll discuss about the major crops that we have in India. As we know, a variety of food and non-food crops are grown in different parts of the country, depending upon, of course, the variation of soil, climate, cultivation practices. Okay, so depending upon different climatic conditions as well as some other factors, we have some major crop production in India. It is like rice, wheat, millet, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, jute, etc. So these are some food crops as well as non-food crops that we are producing in India in a major way, as well as not only we are consuming it in our country, as well as we are also exporting it in different parts of the world. Okay, so first we'll discuss the main staple food crop of our country. It is rice. So it is the staple food crop of a majority of the population in India. As we all know, rice is the main staple food crop for majority of the Indians. Okay, now our country is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. According to the population and of course according to the needs, we are having a huge production of rice, but rank wise we are second after China. According to the production wise, we are in the second position after China. Okay, now because rice is a kharif crop, so what are the basic climatic conditions required for rice? Now, it requires high temperature which is above than 25 degrees centigrade, if you can see. Okay, so averagely it required more than 25 degrees centigrade of temperature, and of course high humidity. So for rice production, we required basically above than 25 degrees centigrade of temperature and a high humidity with annual rainfall of above than 100 centimeters. So these are some basic uh, climatic conditions required for rice production. So as we have seen that there are some main climatic conditions required for rice. First of all, it required above than 25 degrees centigrade temperature. Then it required high humidity and of course high rainfall annually, which is more than 100 centimeter. Okay, in some areas where we don't have this kind of rainfall, in these states we can take help of irrigation system to have the production of rice, like in Punjab, Haryana, where we don't have more than 100 centimeter of rainfall. In these states we can take help of irrigation system for having the production of rice. Now rice is grown in the plains of north and northeastern states, okay, and the coastal areas of the deltatic region. So basically rice production we have in the north and northeastern states like Bihar, Assam, West Bengal. Okay, and then we have this side Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, coastal regions, of course coastal regions of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. In these states we are having a major production of rice. Now rice, for rice production, development of dense network of canal irrigation and tube wells have made it possible to grow rice in areas where we have less rainfall. In these states, in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, in these states we have a very less amount of rain, which is less than 100 centimeter. So in these states, irrigation system as well as tube wells helped for rice production. Okay, so if you see this map here as well, you get to see the states where we have the major production of rice. So these are the basic states of India where we are having major production of rice. Includes West Bengal, Bihar, parts Jharkhand, Orissa, parts of Chhattisgarh, parts of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh as well. Then we have Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu this side. the coastal regions of Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Kerala. These are the major regions where we have the production of kharif crops like rice. Nowadays, with the help of technology, of course, with the modern inputs, of course, we also produce rice in Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh with the help of modern inputs. Okay, with like HYVCs, pesticide, fertilizer. Now, next crop that we have is wheat. Okay, wheat is the second most important cereal crop after rice. It is main food crop in the north and northwestern season. We have already seen the features of rabi crops, right? So wheat is the most important rabi crop. So wheat is basically produced in north and northwestern states, and after rice it is the second most important food crop. So this rabi crop requires cool growing season and bright sunshine at the time of ripening. So what type of climatic conditions required for wheat? Now basically for wheat we required cool growing season at, as rabi crop season started from October month to like April June month, their harvesting time. So it required cool growing season when we are shown it, and of course bright sunshine. It means cloud free bright sunshine required for wheat at the time of ripening. It requires 50 to 75 centimeter of rainfall annually. As you have seen, for rice where we required more than 100 centimeter of rainfall, for wheat we have less, like less than 100 centimeter or within 50 to 75 centimeter rainfall annually. Okay, now for wheat we, of course, and for other crops as well, always we require evenly distributed rainfall. Okay, now the important wheat growing zones in India is Ganga Satluj plain in the northwest and black soil region of Deccan Plateau. Okay, these are the two important wheat crop growing, these are the important wheat growing zones in India. It is Ganga Satluj plains and in the northwest and black soil region in Deccan. So the major wheat producing states of India are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so these are some states of India where we have seen we are having a huge production of wheat. Okay, it is Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, and parts of Madhya Pradesh. Basically, in these states, rabi crops produced, and because they are having less amount of rainfall, as you know that during monsoon season as well, in these states we don't have huge amount of rainfall. These states are getting their rainfall basically during winter season through western cyclone disturbance. So rabi crops production is well in these states. So Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. These are the major states of India where we have the production of wheat. Okay. Now here in your textbook they didn't mention the temperature, but for wheat production basically we require less than 25 degrees centigrade of temperature averagely. Okay, averagely we require less than 25 degrees centigrade of temperature with 50 to 75 centimeter of rainfall, and humidity should be moderate to low. Okay, remember one thing. Now when temperature and rainfall both are low, so your humidity is also low. When your temperature and rainfall both are in the higher side, so your humidity is also high. Okay, so here for wheat production, as wheat belongs to the category of rabi crops, we require less temperature, which is with like less than 25 to 27 degrees centigrade temperature, rainfall which is within 50 to 75 centimeter annually, of course, and moderate to low humidity, not high humidity like rice. So wheat require moderate to low humidity. Okay, as you have seen, it required cool growing season as well as bright sunshine. Okay, it required a bright sunshine, clear sky when it is ripening. Okay, so these are some important features we required for wheat production. As you have seen, wheat and rice. Okay, if you see the map, these are the states of India where we have the huge production of wheat. If you see, now it includes Punjab, Haryana, Uttaranchal, Uttar Pradesh, parts of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, as well as Jammu Kashmir, a small part of Jammu Kashmir. So these are the major wheat producing states in India. It includes Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana, parts of Rajasthan, parts of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and of course Deccan Chap Black Soil region as well. Okay, so these are the major states. Okay, in its textbook you have both the major and minor area. Okay, so these dark color one is major states of India. If you see the minor states, the minor states are like Bihar, okay, the eastern part of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar and Maharashtra and parts of Gujarat. These are the minor regions of India where we are having the production of wheat. Okay, so it is major states are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, and minor states are like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Bihar, and eastern part of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So today we discussed about the cropping pattern of India. We discussed the climatic condition or geographical condition required for rice and wheat. Okay. Hopefully this video helps you to understand today's topic. In your next class, we will discuss about the further topics. Thank you students. Thank you for watching today's video.